Hi everyone, how are you? So this video is coming after a long time. I have been busy with work and personal work, professional work. So I think for the past 10 days I did not upload any video. But things have happened in the past few days. As you can see, I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is the natural titanium color. Why I did that? Well, I wanted to give the iPhone a try because this year the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be released, and I wanted to try the iPhone 15 Pro Max for a few months, and then probably I will move to the iPhone 16 Pro Max because I wanted to show a comparison between the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the my S24 Ultra. As you know, I have been daily driving the S24 Ultra since the past few months. Basically, since the time it has released, apart from a few days like when I was using my Nothing Phone 2A and trying other phones. But this has been my go-to device, the S24 Ultra. So I wanted to see that what makes this device so much better, and whether it's my bias against other phones, because I have not been using the other flagship phones like the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So that's why I wanted to use this, just to see that whether my experience of S24 Ultra is biased because I have not been using this iPhone. I have been using both of these. So I have made one on my work phone, I have made one my personal phone. And these days you will see that many YouTubers have been posting videos like moving from iPhone to an S24 Ultra. My video you can maybe see as moving from an S24 Ultra to an iPhone. So I have not moved out completely from an S24 Ultra. But for my work phone, I have been using this iPhone. So how does it compare? What are my impressions? I think the biggest difference I have noticed, apart from the software of course, are the speakers. Now, I will talk about the speaker first because that I found to be much better on the iPhone 15 Pro Max compared to the S24 Ultra. S24 Ultra speakers are good, but iPhone 15 Pro Max speakers are on a different level. Now, I'm not going to do a sound test, but that is my experience. So I just wanted to share that with you. In terms of the overall feel of the phone, so both have their own pros and cons. If you like Android more, you will of course definitely like this 24 Ultra better. Or if you are into Apple ecosystem, you are used to iOS, then of course the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the way to go. As a person who has used both of these for the past few days, I think both have their advantage. But still, I will give an edge to Android or the S24 Ultra because something about this makes me want to go back to S24 Ultra, and this is still my go-to phone. From time to time, I will pick up this iPhone 15 Pro Max for multimedia consumption just because of the speakers. I found these speakers on this phone to be much better. And browsing, yes, browsing is smooth on both the phones, whether you are browsing Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. So I don't think it's that much of a difference. One thing, of course, which is basically iOS versus Android related, the widgets. I like the widget on Android better because those widgets are more interactive or more interactable, like my Outlook of the my official Outlook widget, which show me the calendar, my appointments, my meetings. On iPhone, I actually cannot see the full list of meetings. So suppose I will have 10 meetings in a day. iPhone will only show me the top 3 and then it will mention plus 3 more. On this, I can basically scroll down to see all the appointments. Like here, just for example, these are not like, these are just the normal calendar birthdays. So you can just scroll and look at it for the next few days. iPhone, if you look at the same thing, it will not allow me to scroll. So it is basically like a static widget. So that again, that comes down to the Android versus iOS thing, which I basically like more in Android. In terms of like the feel, yes, this is the first time I am saying that I like I found the iPhone more ergonomic, even though this is the Pro Max version, because this is the S24 Ultra is a chunky boy. The sharp corners, even it is like 10-11 grams heavier than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yeah, I like how they have built this phone. So it's still, iPhone still feels, the top quality premium build, but it feels a bit lighter compared to previous generation and even compared to S24 Ultra. So in terms of build quality, I think both are same, but just because of the way it is shaped, the iPhone, the rounded corners, the slightly less weight, it is easier to carry compared to the S24 Ultra. In terms of cameras, I will not compare. It is totally a personal preference. But I think in indoor lighting, I mean, this is just a very minor point. In indoor lighting or probably the artificial lighting, the selfie camera on S24 Ultra will give you slightly better picture compared to iPhone. So that is just my observation. Maybe your experience might be different. And in terms of battery life, both are at parity. So let me show you my current battery stats on the S24 Ultra. So if you can see, last charge to 100%, 1 day, 20 hour ago. So yes, almost 2 days now. Today I have used the battery for 27% and screen on time is 1 hour 8 minutes. Yesterday 44%, 1 hour 7 minutes. 43%, 1 hour 12 minutes. Now on all these days, I was actually out and about. I was in office where the mobile data is not that good, and I have always kept the always on display enabled. So overall, it's quite good. It easily lasts me 1 day. If I'm using more screen, then it will give me 7 to 8 hours of screen on time. But if it's like less screen on time, more standby time on mobile data, it can still go up to 2 days, provided like I am not continuously using the camera or GPS. iPhone also has the similar battery life. So depending on the usage, it could be like here or there, but yeah, it's mostly the same. So if I go to last 10 days, so this is today, screen active time, 2 hour 21, and yes, Outlook and Teams. So I am using my Outlook and Teams on iPhone, so they are the top culprits. And again, the always on display is also enabled here. And screen active time, 2 hour 21 minutes. And today I think 25% battery I had used. Then with 50% usage, 2 hour 30 minutes. Again, yesterday I was outside on 5G. So yes, screen on time is battery usage is a bit higher. So yeah, I mean, in terms of battery life, both are very good. I cannot like replicate the same type of usage on both these phones. So it's difficult to compare whether one is better than the other. I mean, you can check out the battery test videos. So I think in some videos S24 Ultra comes out on top. In some videos iPhone 15 Pro Max comes out on top. So in a nutshell, basically both are brilliant when it comes to the battery life. Both will give you easily 8 to 9 hours of screen on time. You cannot go wrong with either. What else? I think price is also a factor. I think I'm in UK. In UK, S24 Ultra is actually more expensive than iPhone 15 Pro Max if there is no discount. But generally, Samsung provides discount. So, I mean, you can get both phones around the same price. It's not that much of a difference. However, in other countries, like especially in India, iPhones are much more expensive, especially the Pro versions. I think the normal standard iPhone 15 or iPhone 14, they generally go on discounts and are like more comparable to the prices here in UK. But the Pro versions, basically, they are like charge a premium. I think currently the iPhone 15 Pro Max is like 1,30,000, 1,40,000. I don't know the latest price, but basically it is around like 15 to 20% more expensive compared to its price in the UK. I don't know why that is. Whereas for Samsung, actually, I think it's the other way around. In India, generally they do more discounts and stuff to get the buyers. So S24 series might you can find it cheaper in India compared to in UK. So what next? I think for general day-to-day use, I like both the phones. I had both the phones in a case, but yeah, I mean both are expensive phones, so you need to take a case. But yeah, I absolutely love how they feel after, I mean without a case. It also helps to reduce the bulkiness and makes it a bit less heavy. Because if you put on a case, you are basically adding another 20-30 gram at least on top of the weight of the phone. So I like to use it without case, but unfortunately, when I am going out, I cannot do that. They are too expensive to take the risk. So what next? What I am planning? So I will continue using these two phones, and probably when Pixel 8a launch happens in I think sometime in May, 14th of May. Try to get hold of that, and I will switch to that phone for a few days to see how it compares to the other phones. So I'm shooting this video on my Nothing Phone 2a. So I have kept this Nothing Phone 2a. Then I will maybe compare Pixel 8a versus Nothing Phone 2a. What do you guys say? I mean, it makes sense because that is a budget offering of Google, and this is a budget offering of nothing. Then next, I'm planning to, let's see, when Samsung launches their Fold and Flip series. Now, I had the Fold 5. I have sold it off because I am buying these phones from my own money, so I cannot afford to keep all the phones. I need to pay them off. But when Samsung launches the Fold and Flip series, I will see if I can manage to get hold of at least one of them. This time they are also launching a Fold 6 Pro or the Ultra. I don't know what will be the name, but if that is true, that will be something very interesting. Let's see how they manage to bring down the weight, maybe integrate the S Pen within the Fold. Then when the iPhone launches, then I will probably trade this 15 Pro Max to get the latest 16 Pro Max. And I'm also interested in the Pixel 9 series, which will launch probably in October. So yeah, so far I have not been inclined towards buying the Pixel series because for me they do not justify the cost, and there are too many issues that come up in those, especially the deal breaking issues like weak signal, weak modem, you don't get Wi-Fi dropping, and heating issues. So those kind of stuff scares me. I don't want to deal with those things, and because I don't want to regret buying a phone and using a phone. So let's see if when this year Pixel 9 series launches, how it fares, and then probably I will grab it and maybe make a video. So that is the plan I have in mind as of now. So yeah, let me know if you want to ask anything specific about the iPhone 15 Pro Max and how it fares compared to the S24 Ultra. Then I will try to answer it in my another video. So thank you guys. Please stay tuned, and I will try to upload more videos more frequently and try to engage with you people more. So have a nice day and see you in the next video.